Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Mother's Day is coming up. Did you get your mom something? Get her something. She birthed you. On the subject of femininity and womanhood, I'm coming here to you today to talk about menstrual cups. I was actually really debating on if I wanted to make a video about this, because I guess I still have those internalized feelings of like, no one should know that you're on your period. You should be having one, and it's not gross because it is a normal function of being a healthy woman. Why can't we talk candidly about periods? Huh? Huh? Down with the patriarchy. That's what I say. Down with it. I'm here to talk to you about menstrual cups, guys. So I purchased the Lunette cup from Amazon Prime for $30. I currently use Model 2. So I first started using the Lunette cup about 4 or 5 cycles ago, I think. Yeah, it's been like 5 cycles. And I first learned about it via Tumblr. Somebody had just posted like alternatives to tampons and pads. Did you know that tampons and pads have like a whole bunch of chemicals in them that are actually probably making your periods worse for you? And I was like, no, I didn't. And then I started doing more digging, and I was like, oh my gosh, pads and tampons are like the devil. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Finally settled on the Lunette cup based on people's feedback, other YouTube videos I watched, and I bought Model 1. I slowly incorporated Model 1 into my regimen to the point where I could use it for an entire cycle and feel confident and comfortable in that. And then once that happened, I basically now only buy panty liners just as a safety net, just in case something happens while I'm wearing it. And it's been great, actually. I really enjoy using the Lunette cup. So I'm going to talk to you about some of the pros and the cons of using a menstrual cup. So, the pros of using a menstrual cup. Pro number 1. Savings. There's an upfront cost of $30 with this particular brand of menstrual cup. I have seen some that are even more expensive than that on Amazon, like going up to 45-ish. Yeah. For me and my flow and how many pads I use, because I was predominantly a pad wearer before this, it paid for itself in about 2 cycles. And like I said, I do wear panty liners, but I believe you can get like 50 panty liners for like $3 or something insane. Number 2, healthier for you. So something that I had read online, but I didn't really believe, I was just like, y'all lying, was that using the menstrual cup would help alleviate cramping, also reduce the amount of menses that you have each month. And I read that, and like all these women were reviewing and talking about how that was happening to them, and I was like, but this last cycle that I had was significantly lower, and I have noticed over the past 2 cycles that I've been using the menstrual cup completely full time, my cycle has gotten less and less, which is very interesting to me and quite fascinating. Because you have to change the menstrual cup, look at how much menses you're producing. Over the 4 to 5 cycles that I've used it, was noticing the decrease in like what is my heaviest flow day, and seeing like today's my heaviest flow day and this is going down. And that's something that I think with pads I was never able to truly understand, because with pads it just looks gross. Like everything it just looks like a mess, and it looks like so much blood, But with the menstrual cup, because it's a cup, you can actually like measure, and get a gauge on, wow, I'm producing this much or that much in the span of 10 hours or 9 hours or however long you decide to keep it in. Remember, the max is 12. Number 3, environmentally friendly. I didn't go in trying menstrual cups specifically for this reason, but, using pads, tampons, things like that, you are creating a lot of waste from using those consistently every month. So using the menstrual cup does cut down on that waste. And if you're a green person, like if you're really into being green and trying to like minimize your impact on the environment, as a woman, this could be a really good alternative for you to pads and tampons. 4, not having to worry about your period as much when you're out in public. So the thing that also was a big selling point for me on the menstrual cup, being someone who has a heavier cycle, is that you can keep it in for up to 12 hours at a time, which for someone like me who's on set or running around doing things for production where I'll be gone, when I am out and about, I'm out and about, like I'm gone, you know? So even though changing out the menstrual cup can be kind of like, you really don't have to worry about doing that at like a public restroom, for example, because more than likely you'll be able to keep it in and wait until you get to a restroom that you feel comfortable enough to change it in. Now let's get into the cons of using the menstrual cup. There are a few. Con number 1. There is a learning curve to using the menstrual cup. It took a lot of trial and error for me and insert it to where it felt right. Wasn't like waddling around and stuff. And that took a while, you know. When I insert my menstrual cup, I use what they call the dip fold to insert it, like that. Okay? And then pop it in. Let it boop. And then, you know, place it in, you know, to where it feels comfortable. Okay? And then it stays. And then when I am removing the menstrual cup, stick my finger in, break the seal like so, bring it just out to where a corner's there, and then I hold. So that way it's not like, blah, you know, drop it in the toilet on accident. But that took trial and error to get to that point where it felt comfortable doing that. Con number 2. I mean, if you just generally think your own vagina is weird and gross and you don't want to be in close proximity to it very often, getting a menstrual cup might not be the right thing for you because you will get to know your vagina. Con number 3. Something that is kind of like, about the menstrual cup is the fact that you do have to change it. So yeah, your hand's gonna get a little bloody. But like I said in the pros, you can wear the menstrual cup for up to 12 hours. So the 4 to 5 times that I have worn the menstrual cup, I have had to change it in public once. And that was actually more because I felt like I hadn't put it in correctly rather than it absolutely needed to get changed. So anyway, like I said, I have been using the Lunette cup now for 4 or 5 cycles, and I have really enjoyed it. Like I said, there are many different brands. Do your research. Find a brand that you think will work best for you and give it a try. In the comments below, let me know if you are on the menstrual cup train, and if you're not on the menstrual cup train, have I educated you? Are you now woke to the menstrual cup? Did you not know about menstrual cups before? Let's get a conversation started. Or if you don't use menstrual cups or tampons or pads, what do you use for your cycle? Because you might mention something in the comments below that other women have not heard of. That could be the perfect alternative for them. So anyway, that's me telling you about menstrual cups because I just really appreciate mine, and I'm kind of bummed that I just now learned about this at 24. Go forth. I am imparting my menstrual cup knowledge onto you. How many times can I just wave this thing around and just freak all the men out? Don't watch this video, men. Anyway, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Ahead and roll. Yep. First clap, take 2.